As they say in PIHL hockey, let's do that PIHL playoff hockey. Hello, good evening, and welcome. I'm Matt Popchock coming at you here from the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex inside the FedEx rink here in Cranberry Township for night number 3 of 4 of our exclusive coverage of the 2024 Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League Girls Division Playoffs here on TenbandTV and the PIHL channel, presented by Weight Loss Direct. Tonight, a battle of Team West, the number 3 seed, and Team East, the number 5 seed. We may be called TenbandTV, but tonight we are singing the blues and seeing the blues. Team West taking the ice as we speak in their dark royal blue jerseys. Team East in their light blue jerseys warming up off to our right. Team East, the 2022 playoff champion, the 2023 playoff runner-up, and this year's number 5 seed, having just dethroned last year's playoff champion last night. Revenge is sweet for John Yakmak and his club as they defeated Team Southeast here last night by a final score of 4-2 after being swept by Southeast in the regular season series by an aggregate score of 12-5. Team East pulling a slight upset of the number 4 seed, Team Southeast, to advance to tonight's semifinal round against Team West. And for Team West, they're just trying to continue a redemption arc that started at the beginning of this season. In 2022, Team West was the first ever regular season champion of the PIHL Girls Division, winning all 10 regular season games. But then they ran into Taco Brunetto, the netminder, and Team East in a triple overtime epic in their first playoff game, a PIHL semifinal heartbreaker, 5-4 at the hands of Team East, which went on to win the championship. West losing that game in triple overtime and plummeting last year to the bottom of the league standings in regular season play. This year, they've improved their stead considerably, entering the playoffs with a 7-3 overall record that now stands at 8-3 overall after last night's victory. Team East entering tonight's semifinal contest with an overall record of 6-5. Both teams have won back-to-back games, counting regular season finale and playoff opener, and both teams boast some super sophomores. We'll start with Team East off to our right. What more can you say about Madison Kirsch, the 2-time PIHL goal-scoring champion in the girls circuit, that we haven't said or thought already? Kirsch, number 82 in light blue, warming up off to our right. Kirsch, first in regular season goals with 18 of those, second in regular season points with 23 of those. She finished just behind the regular season scoring champion, Amanda King, and Amanda is actually going to join us later tonight on the broadcast, so we look forward to hearing from the Team South captain a little bit later on tonight. Kirsch last night in the victory over Team Southeast, rallying the troops with her 4th hat trick of the 2024 campaign, which ties her for the league lead, and also collecting her 4th game-winning goal in the process, which puts her as the league frontrunner in that category. And for Team West, their star, Carolina Jenko, the Moon High School sophomore, 9 goals, 14 points during the regular campaign. She scored the final goal to provide the final margin last night for Team West in a 4-1 quarterfinal victory over Team South. And it was, in fact, Carolina Jenko that led Team West in regular season scoring, and she comes into this playoff tournament leading a very balanced unit, and that's going to be the big challenge for Team East, is how well they can work together as a team and not just rely on Kirsch to carry the load. West, they're a much more balanced unit. Kirsch has accounted for 57% of her team's total goal production entering tonight's semifinal game. For Team West, 11 different players, including Jenko, have lit the lamp in 2024. The X factor possibly, besides Jenko, who enters this game with a 4-game goal-scoring streak, is Lillian Relia, who, like Madison Kirsch, is a Penn's Elite product. Relia with 3 goals and 9 points during the regular campaign. She plays the wing. She can play defense when she is called upon. And whenever necessary, she's one of those players who will bloom wherever she is planted. And she's been planted up front in Joe Cummings' starting lineup tonight, wearing that alternate captain's A, number 10 in royal blue, warming up in that familiar golden dome that the Penn's Elite players wear off to our left. And the goaltending matchup should be quite a story as well. For Team West, Erin Judge, the Phoenix, Arizona transplant in her first season of PIHL girls. She, too, has played this past winter for Penn's Elite. Judge is a sophomore, the league leader in saves during the regular season with 245 of those. She's also top 5 in both goals against average and save percentage. For Team East, Corinne Taco Brunetto, and what a story there. Brunetto, we are told, is skipping Greater Latrobe High School commencement, which is going on as we speak, to play in this game here tonight. Brunetto, the only rostered senior on the Team East roster this year. Olivia Yakmak, a junior, we should point out, concurrently attended cyber school, so she is graduating early and thus manifestly a senior, even though she's only gone to high school proper for 3 years. Brunetto, in any event, will get the nod in goal tonight for Team East. And if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. Question the dedication of hockey players at your own peril. An epic goaltending battle, Brunetto against Judge, the new kid on the block. An epic battle of two well-peopled and well-coached hockey teams. John Yakmak trying to win a second playoff championship in 3 years for Team East. Joe Cummings, the Arctic Foxes head coach and RMU Island Sports Center youth hockey instructor, trying to lead Team West on a meteoric rise to finish a job that they began in 2022, the inaugural PIHL girls campaign. And what we do know, whatever happens tonight, there will be, for the third time in as many years in the brief history of this girls division, a new playoff champion. What we don't know is who will it be? Team East, Team West, or one of the teams next door, Team Southwest or Team Northwest, which seems to be this year's Cinderella. Fabian to take the faceoff for West, and it is Alyssa Pilarski, the Penn's Elite product, taking the faceoff for East. And it is controlled by Team West, which appropriately moves the puck in a westward manner on your TV, computer, or mobile device to begin tonight's game. Played into the Team West zone. Poppy Atchison, team captain, gets it out to center. Isabel King near side for Fabian. Fabian on goal. Glove saved by Brunetto. The rebound comes right to the stick of a defender, and that is Pilarski, who sends it up the near boards. Lillian Relia pinching to cut it off. Couldn't get it to Murphy Hornick. Hornick making her playoff debut after missing last night's quarterfinal action for Team West. Briley Webb playing it on the backhand. And Relia will get it deep after gaining the red line for Team West, which makes an early line change. Kylie McKenzie, 6 goals, 9 points in the regular season, set up that triple overtime goal in 2022 and scored the golden goal in the championship game to win the first ever PIHL girls playoff title as a rookie representing Penn Trafford High School that year. McKenzie plays it up to center, and it's reached for by McKenzie, courtesy of Anna Daniel, and Daniel will watch this puck played all the way back into her own zone. Outletted for Grace Laboda, the Freeport rookie. She couldn't handle that pass. Maddie Relia trying to find Lakin Schultenbrand, and Schultenbrand has it. Schultenbrand to the goal. Schultenbrand shoots. Brunetto the save, and the rebound is steered away. Schultenbrand with a pair of goals in last night's playoff win. Her claim to fame was getting the first ever hat trick in the history of the PIHL girls division. Back on May 9th of 2022, representing Team West and Montour High School. Daniel defensively for East, trying to clear it up the boards. West couldn't keep it inside the area. Maddie Relia retreating. Relia unable to play it around Pilarski. Pilarski fans the attempted shot. Now she gets it back, and she nuzzles that nylon for Team East. Alyssa Pilarski, her first of the playoffs. And the York High School rookie makes it 1-0 to the 5 seed. It looked initially like Pilarski would have trouble recovering that bouncing puck, but she caught Judge leaning completely the wrong direction and easily tapped it behind the North Catholic transfer for the game's first goal. And that's huge for Team East, being able to score without their top gun, Madison Kirsch, who I have yet to see on the ice at this point. Yakmak defensively, just inside the Team West blue line. Up the middle it'll come vis-a-vis Relia. Lillian Relia off the blocker of Brunetto. Fabian, snapshot down low for Hornick. Hornick unable to tee it up on the doorstep of Brunetto. Well, we mentioned Kirsch as a Penn's Elite product. Alyssa Pilarski representing that same junior club to the best of her ability as she has Team East on the board early here at the Lemieux complex. 1-0 over West with an icing call against Team East 3 minutes in. An unassisted goal to Pilarski, her first of the postseason and first ever playoff goal. Olivia Murphy, sibling of Nolan Murphy, who had a great season for the South Fayette boys. Won a state championship, in fact, with South Fayette last year, did Nolan. Murphy, one of the graduating seniors, 5 officially on Joe Cummings' team this year. Going to be taking a gap year, we understand, to figure out what she wants to do post-high school hockey. Relia, right wing circle. Relia on the backhand on the doorstep. One-timer saved by Brunetto. Abby Taylor is denied. Turn over to Daniel. And McKenzie watches Daniel play it off the center boards and inside Team West territory. Emily Pluck in hot pursuit. Maddie Relia gets there first, or is that Lillian? That is Lillian. The puck was turned over briefly to Briley Webb, but Relia recovers. And Murphy's going to try to clear the zone. Oh, easier said than done with Webb pinching. And a turnover now to Pilarski. Pilarski to Laboda. Laboda around the boards for Pluck. Relia watching Pluck near side. Up it comes to Cabrera. Megan Cabrera, the Franklin Regional rookie. Sees it played up to center. Pilarski recovers and re-enters the attacking zone momentarily. Pilarski deciding to get rid of that puck at the last second to Laboda. Cabrera unable to keep it in, and coming the other way is Schultenbrand 1-against-1. Schultenbrand right wing side, on goal, save Brunetto, and the rebound bounces right to McKenzie. McKenzie weaving her way, around a couple of Team West skaters, cutting through the right circle, chases this puck behind the net. Maddie Relia tries to take her off that puck, losing her stick in the process. She kicks it to her nearest teammate, that is Schultenbrand. Schultenbrand nearly giving that puck away, but eventually finds Fabian. Fabian over the attacking line, trying to sneak around Laboda, nothing doing. Those two go down. Penalty coming up here with 11:50 to go in the first period. Hooking the indication, and with Team East leading 1-0, they will get the game's first power play as Fabian taking the offensive zone penalty, ill-advised with her team down a goal. Now, Team West last night played one of the rarest of occasions you'll see in organized hockey, a penalty-free playoff game, although the penalties assessed generally have been pretty light so far in the playoffs in the girls' division to this point. Team East 0 for 2 in the power play in last night's victory over Southeast. They were 2 for 2 on the penalty kill, which loomed large at the end of the night. Team East on a power play now with 11.5 to go, leading 1-0 as West gets a clear back just shy of the Team West blue line. Lead pass now to McKenzie. McKenzie trying to get around Bailey Medved, the West Day senior, and Medved wins that battle. Maddie Relia trying to play the loose puck behind her own net and get some support from Medved. Relia jams it free. Team West controls this puck. And pressing shorthanded is Isabel King. King gets a step on Daniel. King to the corner, just taking time off the penalty clock as the power play hits its midpoint. Coming near side is Bradley Webb. Webb, left wing circle. Webb behind the net, wraparound try, rolled off her stick at the last moment. From the side of the net, that eluded Aaron Judge. The attempt by Ashlyn Graham, excuse me. Relia up to center. 35 to go in the power play. Here's Relia shorthanded for West, and she drew the penalty. So we'll skate 4-on-4 for 33 seconds as Emily Pluck gets the gate. The Penn Trafford sophomore sitting for 2 minutes, and so let's see what Team West, down 1-0 with 10:22 left in the first period, can do with a little more open ice. Team East scored on its only official shot on goal, courtesy of Alyssa Pilarski at even strength. Up the far boards it comes, kept alive by Atchison. Behind the net, controlled by Cabrera defensively. McKenzie from the far boards. Stick check by Schultenbrand. Up to center it comes now for Pilarski. Pilarski spun off that puck. Drops it back now to Cabrera. Cabrera gets it inside the West zone with a 4-on-4 almost expired. Atchison surveying the play. Lead pass to Schultenbrand. Schultenbrand trying to split the defense. Recovers this puck in the left circle. Centering pass to nobody in particular. Only player there was Cabrera. Fabian, right wing circle. Fabian harassed from behind as play continues. It comes free to Pilarski. Pilarski up the middle. Team West now on a truncated power play for just under a minute. Outlet pass off a stick, and it bounces to Hornick. Hornick had trouble playing it. Lily Ash, who had an empty netter to seal last night's victory for East, trying to get it deep. Fabian for Team West, above the right circle, on goal. Brunetto trying to cradle it, gives up the rebound, but Anna Daniels right there, Janie on the spot. Up to center, Valeri. Antonia Valeri, the Montour product, had a big power play goal on Team West senior night to close out the regular campaign. Final moments of the West power play. Valeri trying to reel in that pass from Maddie Relia. Around the boards it comes now to Murphy. Murphy from down low. Out in front. Backdoor play. Loose still in front. Team's fighting for it. Team West has it. Murphy on her backhand trying to center it, but nobody home. Good keep by Maddie Relia. Relia left wing circle. Relia shooting wide at Brunetto as the teams are back to equal strength midway through the period. Hornick down low. Murphy overtakes her opponent. To the corner it comes. Schultenbrand fighting for possession. It comes again out in front, but the pass is errant. Slap shot wide of Brunetto. Valeri took a rip at that one. Cross ice it comes to Valeri. Her slap shot is held by Brunetto, and this time there is no rebound. Corinne Brunetto, they call her Taco. 38 save loss the last time these teams met in the season opener back on April 18th. A 3-0 victory for Team West, in which Hannah Kiss scored twice for the Western squad. Carolina Jenko set up both those goals. And I have yet to see Jenko, I believe, take a shift in this game. Ditto Kirsch, as I said earlier, so both teams may be playing without their top guns, which adds a whole other wrinkle to this semifinal contest. Isabel King in the corner. Fabian couldn't tee it up. Near corner it comes now. At center, Pilarski to Hornick. Hornick down the middle. That shot blocked. Good gap control there by Cabrera. First time I saw Cabrera early in the regular season, she was a very impressive defender, even if she didn't jump off the page statistically. From the half wall, Maddie Relia. Left wing circle, dropping to Hornick. Hornick, cross ice. Valeri Slap shot. That hit something on the way in. That might have been Fabian. Out in front it comes to Fabian. Fabian shoots, save made. Rebound, Fandon! Oh, Hornick had a golden chance there to even the game for West with 6.5 remaining in the first. And Brunetto, as she did when she made 75 saves in that 3-overtime victory 2 years ago against West, is weathering a storm. That's a single game record that I'm going to go out on a pretty sturdy limb and say won't be touched for a very long time. 75 that night by Brunetto. Near side Relia off the faceoff win by West. Relia, blocker save Brunetto, and she sends that rebound right to the boards. East unable to clear. Bouncing shot just eluded Brunetto. Team West, all this territorial advantage, but nothing to show for it. To center it'll come now. Played on one hand by Caitlin Porter. Porter, who would normally be Brunetto's backup netminder, skating on defense as she normally does when she is not in between the pipes. Out in front it comes. That shot pass cut off by Lillian Relia. Murphy unable to clear it. Webb fans on the shot from the boards. West gets it back inside East territory. Good stick there by Schultenbrand. Schultenbrand is taken over now at the blue line by Webb. Olivia Taylor through center. Taylor over the attacking line. 1 against 3. Taylor rubbed off that puck. And to the corner it'll come for Yakmak defensively. Taylor slow to get up in that right wing circle, but Team West keeps it inside the offensive zone. Bouncing puck in front. Schultenbrand tied up. Penalty coming up. And this might go against Schultenbrand, to tell you the truth. Roughing the indication, Briley Webb, the Greensburg-Salem rookie, the aggrieved party, and she gets an atta-girl from a couple of her teammates for drawing that penalty, and it's not going to be on Schultenbrand. It's going to be Abby Taylor, the South Fayette newcomer. So a second power play for Team East, still leading 1-0 late in the first period. They are 0 for 1 thus far. Face-off controlled by East. Centering pass for McKenzie. McKenzie on her backhand. McKenzie, I think, should have shot that puck. She was thinking pass all the way, but she had a look at goal. McKenzie trying to re-enter the attacking zone, but does so offside as she and Pilarski got a bit discombobulated. 1:41 to go now on the power play for Team East, trying to add to an early lead here in the PIHL girls semifinals. Next door, Southwest the favorite and Northwest the underdog are tied at 1 in first period play. Abby Sella and Ella Tarasovic scoring 2 minutes apart, almost. What a win last night by Northwest. A real eyebrow raiser in the quarterfinal round as they knock out the regular season champion Team South. And for South, that was their first regulation loss since their inception. South and Northwest were the two new teams in the PIHL girls division in 2024. And for the third year in a row, the number 1 seed tastes defeat in its playoff opener. Team West certainly knows a thing or two about that from a couple years back. It's become like the President's Trophy in the NHL. Nobody wants it. Here's McKenzie with a path to goal. McKenzie knocked down from behind. Penalty coming up as Judge makes the save, and the rebound somehow goes wide. Now, will it be a penalty or a penalty shot? Penalty shot to Kylie McKenzie. The raised arms, the crossed arms, whatever you want to call it. The call has been made by this USA Hockey crew. Trago and Schultz, the officials on duty for the semifinal contest, and they have awarded Kylie McKenzie of Team East a penalty shot with a chance to double their lead. 4:19 remaining first period, 1:06 remaining in the Team East power play. Aaron Judge, 34 saves in last night's playoff win for Team West. Going to need a big one here to keep her team alive early. McKenzie takes a long approach to this puck. McKenzie to the goal. McKenzie scores! Give the governor her rumph, Kylie McKenzie, and give Team East a 2-0 lead. McKenzie on the penalty shot puts Team East up by a pair. McKenzie skating wide, waiting for Judge to go down, and she did, and saw just enough net to shoot at to give her team the extender. And that's a frustrating one for Judge to give up, I can tell. .932 regular season save percentage for Judge, .225 goals against average, and again, the regular season leader in total saves made. Right behind her was Corinne Brunetto with .206 during the regular campaign, incidentally. And Judge already has been nicked for 2 in this first period. Fabian off the faceoff. And Team East, remember, is still on the power play here with time ticking away in the first for 50 more seconds. West pressing shorthanded. Relia, that shot blocked. Relia toward goal. Brunetto will take that. Thank you very much. To center it comes now for Maddie Relia. Relia down the middle. Relia toward goal. Fan on the attempted shot. I think it was blocked at the last moment by Daniel. Out in front it comes. Brunetto was ready. East gets a clear. 20 to go in the Team East power play. Taylor ready to come out of the box. The damage has already been done as Kylie McKenzie has scored on the penalty shot for Team East to make it a 2-0 game. And here's Porter at center ice, getting it inside the Team West zone. Fabian, right wing side. Fabian on goal. Brunetto the blocker save. Maddie Relia the rebound. Turnaround shot. Brunetto the save again. And she will try to cover at the side of the net, but Team West is still playing this puck. Around the boards it'll come now to Valeri. Valeri settles it down. Goes to Fabian. Fabian, stick checked by Pilarski. Relia fighting for possession. Comes up the near boards now. Laboda will defer to Pilarski, and Pilarski gets it up to Porter. Atchison around Porter. Atchison over the line. Atchison left wing circle, dangling to the corner. Atchison forced a stick save there from Brunetto. She was looking for, it looked like Taylor, who was headed right down Main Street. Murphy with a nice move. Murphy, fans on the attempted shot, trailing the play, Hornick. Hornick trying to crisscross with Taylor. Those two got disconnected. Centering past Murphy, fan on the attempted one-timer. And that's a break for Team East, which will ice this puck with 2:10 to play. Face off to Brunetto's right. To the point it comes to Valeri. It's worked around near side. And it'll come now to Amanda King. King behind the net. Controlled by Taylor. Centering pass. Hornick shooting. That's blocked. Pilarski got a piece of that. Isabel King around the defender. King, fan on the attempted shot, gets it back, fires again. It's off Brunetto and wide behind the net. Taylor near corner. Final minute and a half of first period play. West trying to do something here to offset a tough start. From the point, Valeri. That went wide. King from the half wall. King trying to keep it inside the attacking zone. One more time. Now she's worked over by McKenzie. McKenzie takes down King in the corner. Play continues. Pluck near side defensively for East. Bodies colliding in the right circle as it comes free to Pluck. Pluck all by her lonesome over the attacking line. Emily Pluck through the left circle. Behind the net now. She's taken out of the play by Valeri. And a play right out in front and a scrap breaking out as Pluck knocks down one of the Team West players. And play continues, and people going ballistic here, understandably so. Valeri slow to get up, and finally we're going to get a whistle. Joe Cummings up in arms, and quite frankly, so are we. I mean, Emily Pluck just basically took a shot at Antonia Valeri, and now Valeri's going to get some medical attention, it looks like, over on the Team West bench. Oh, I'm not one to choose sides when it comes to so-called armchair officiating, but in this case, I might have to concur. Team East very, very fortunate that the door to their penalty box remains closed, and I'll just leave it at that. Back to action here in the final half minute of first period play. To center, it'll come to Fabian. Fabian across the attacking line. Fabian, right circle, on goal, save Brunetto. Relia from an angle. Brunetto was ready to make that save. 15 seconds remaining. Fabian fighting for this puck, but she's outworked by Daniel. 5 seconds to play. Relia couldn't force a turnover. Laboda up for Ash, and that'll do it. Pilarski strikes early for Team East, and Kylie McKenzie misses playoffs on the penalty shot for Team East, and they lead Team West, the number 3 seed, 2-0. I'm Matt Popchock, and you're watching semifinal action on PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV's PIHL channel, presented by Weight Loss Direct.
Jumbo ice caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino. Extra caramel.
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
No matter how many goals are scored tonight, we at TenbandTV know the most important goal is self-care. Scan the Weight Loss Direct QR code on your screen throughout the broadcast to save $50 off your own personal weight loss program. And thank you to Weight Loss Direct for sponsoring another season of PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV and the PIHL channel. Matt Popchock back here at the Lemieux Complex in Cranberry. Girls semifinals. East looking to pull off another playoff upset here, leading Team West by a score of 2-0 after one period of play. Second period action is a go here from the FedEx rink, and Amanda King, this year's PIHL scoring champion, representing Mount Lebanon High School and the Mount Lebanon Hornets as a PIHL girls rookie. She is a go as well. Thank you, Amanda, for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, give me your impressions, your first and we understand only year in the league. I guess I should start there, actually. First, you're going to be moving next year, I understand.
Yeah, I'm going to Bishop Kearney Selects, and it's going to be super exciting. My impressions this year was it was a really good league, and the competition was always very fun, and the games are just super fun to play with.
It seems like a different vibe, just the girls division in general, because, you know, during the boys season, you see the boys out there, you know, they're going at it in these games, and I mean, they're representing their schools, they're playing for like rivalries and civic pride and stuff like that. It's different because a lot of you ladies play together anyway, so some of the things you talked about, that camaraderie and the friendliness and stuff, it's much more evident in the girls division, I think.
Yeah, it's totally like that in the boys, and also in the girls it's quite crazy because we all play with each other and know each other, but there is a little bit of friendly fire shot.
In the meantime, we've got Team West about to go on the power play. Judge unable to get off the ice in time for the extra skater as Briley Webb will sit. I don't know how familiar you are, with Madison Kirsch and or Carolina Jenko, but both teams at the moment playing without their top guns in this particular playoff game. What do you think that does to both teams here? How do you think it affects the game?
I mean, whenever you're playing without like your star player, it gets really scary, but I know these teams can definitely pull off a win without them. And I know Maddie Kirsch really well. She's at her sister's graduation right now, but she's keeping in touch with me, talking about the game. She's super excited to see her team pulling off a 2-0 right now.
And she's one of those players who, present company included, was just a great goal scorer, pleasure to watch this season. What do you think was the key to your success this season? You play 1 year, you skate away with a scoring title. How do you pull that off?
It's actually crazy. I think a lot of my teammates helped me a lot this season. They'd really helped me build up confidence to just keep scoring and get shots on net. They really just helped me this whole season. And I think it's just the whole team is just amazing, and it was just super fun, and I just kept shooting and scoring, and that was key.
Jenko appearing on the ice during this West power play for the first time in this game that we can recollect anyway, as Team East gets a clear early in a 2-0 game, second period. And you mentioned Bishop Kearney earlier. You're going to be playing for Paul Colantino, a man I know. He used to coach the Robert Morris D1 women's team, a great human being, first and foremost, a great hockey coach. Made me feel literally like part of the team, like I work for him. Have you had a chance to meet him, talk with him? What have your interactions been like?
He's been at a couple camps I've been at, and when I toured this one time, I met him, and I've met him when he was coaching at RMU, and he's just an amazing guy, and I'm super excited to be playing for him next year.
You played for Team South this year, a team that, last night's result notwithstanding, they had a very good run for a team that was just put together this year. A lot of talent up and down that roster. What impressed you the most about the team you played with this year?
The coaching. I think their coaching really made me like a better player, and I think how together our team was. There was no like divide between girls. Like, we all came from different teams, but we played as a team, and we took each other as our teammates no matter where we came from.
You meshed really well. It helps, I guess, a lot of Mount Lebanon players were there, a lot of South Hills players, Washington County players, making up the majority of that Team South roster this season. You're going on to Bishop Kearney, obviously. You played for South this year. You've played for Mount Lebanon Hornets. You've played a lot of hockey in general over the years. When did you start playing?
I started skating when I was around 1 year old, but I started playing hockey when I was 5, 6 for Mount Lebanon Hornets.
Skating around 1 year old. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. My own daughter is smart, don't get me wrong, but I don't think she's that smart. That's crazy. 1 year old.
Yeah, my mom was a figure skating coach, and my sister, she plays D1 college hockey right now. So I was always looking up to her and looking at her on the ice, and I wanted to do the same.
And you've been able to do the same, and you're going to be going upstate, playing for a great program, obviously, and you've had a lot of success here in the PIHL girls circuit, and it's been a lot of fun watching the team play, and a lot of fun in general for us, I think, on TenbandTV being a part of these games. You and Layla Namani, who we're going to hear from in a bit, your buddies, you hang out together on the ice, a little different, I guess, playing for different teams.
Yeah, I mean, we're really good friends, but on the ice we're kind of like enemies. We know we have to play to win, so we just face off and try our best to get the W for our team.
Is it hard to compartmentalize that, not just as a hockey player, but as a human being, to be okay, we're friends, but out here I'm going to do whatever I got to do to beat you, and to not make it personal or anything like that? Is that ever hard for you guys?
It's really hard, actually. It depends on the friendship, really. Whenever you're as tight as me and Leela, we know what we have to do, and we know there's no hardship after the fact. But it's definitely a hard thing to do. But when hockey is as important as it is, it's just what you got to do to win.
And you come from, as I've said a number of times, the Mount Lebanon community. Have you enjoyed your time spent in that community? Has it been a nice place to grow up?
Yeah, I love it there. All my friends and the bonds you make with the neighborhood and where you live, and just going and walking around the turf or uptown. It's just an amazing vibe, and I'm going to miss it a lot, but I'm super glad I spent my years here so far.
11.5 to go till the ice cut here, with Team East continuing to lead Team West 2-0. Team West had that early power play. They have yet to find an answer, however, for Taco Brunetto down to our left. You've played against her. I know you and Leela both know her, and I'm sure I'll pick Leela's brain on this as well. What's your scouting report on Taco Brunetto, and on Aaron Judge for that matter, because you played against her earlier this season as well?
When I was at Penn's Elite, we would be on the same ice as Aaron all the time, and I'd always be super scared to go down the ice against her because I'd be like, I don't know what I want to do to score, because she's a really good and athletic goalie. She's super quick, and she can go one post to the other post super quickly. I know Taco really well. I grew up playing with her. Leela knows a lot about her. I just think she's a super good goalie. I was really surprised she skipped graduation for this game, and that's just amazing. That's the best sportsmanship I think I've seen all year. She wants to be here.
To your point, Amanda, I got to give credit to Brian Mitchell of Pittsburgh Hockey Digest, who's next door calling the Northwest versus Southwest game as you and I speak presently. And he got the tea. He got that information about Taco skipping her graduation tonight. I said it at the beginning of the broadcast, and I don't care. I'll say it again. Question the effort of hockey players and the dedication of hockey players at your own peril. I cannot stress that enough. To me, that's just and we were talking off the air. I ran track and field in high school, so every once in a while I would hear of somebody who skipped a prom or something to go to WPIHL track and field championships or state championships or something of that nature. I never heard of anybody skipping a graduation. I'm not going to put you on the spot and ask you if you would do that. I just know that I wouldn't do that because my own parents might kill me on the spot.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a crazy thing to do. I think that's really the dedication they want, and if these teams really, really want to win, then that's the dedication they need. I mean, I think I would skip graduation for this. I mean, you're getting your diploma either way, so I think it's an amazing thing she did for this team, and I can't stress it enough how amazing I think that is.
And lastly, all in all, a very successful season for you individually, a strong season as a team, again, even though you didn't get the result last night. Looking back, what are you going to take away from your 1 year of playing PIHL girls hockey?
I'm going to take away just how much fun I had and just the lessons I learned from my coaches. My coaches had a lot of good quotes they told us, and just I'm going to take away just all the fun we had and just the lessons we learned throughout the season and just how to score and get the puck in the net.
Amanda King, it has been a treat. And I should also mention some of the best nails of a hockey player, a girls hockey player I've seen. We were talking about that off the air as well. She got them done professionally, and she is very Natalie attired in that respect. It's very nice. Very nicely done. Hard to maintain when you're playing hockey, too, I know. So stick taps on that. Amanda, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Amanda King of Team South and Mount Lebanon High School and the Mount Lebanon Hornets, and soon Bishop Kearney Selects. She will be playing for Paul Colantino's New York State-based program, and boy, it was a lot of fun catching up with the league regular season scoring champ. She played 1 year, skates away with a scoring title. She gets her bag, and she just moves on. And Team East, midway through the second period and this game, trying to move on to Monday's championship game here at the Lemieux Complex, which will take place Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on TenbandTV. And we will be joined momentarily by Amanda's good buddy and occasional PIHL girls competitor, Leila Namani, who has also joined us for the balance of the second period. And it's become something of a goalie duel as Aaron Judge makes a save off to our right. Puck fired wide by Yakmak from the right point. Maddie Relia in the corner. Carolina Jenko, we told you earlier, returning to Team West's lineup in the second period and joined them for that early power play on which Team West was unable to score. So both teams now 0 for 2 on the PP, but Kylie McKenzie does have that big penalty shot goal from late in the first frame to put her team up by a pair. Anna Daniel toward goal. That took a deflection off of Larry, and having a hard time clearing it was Maddie Relia. Relia running afoul of the official far corner, sends it up to Fabian. Fabian starts to break out for West. She dumps it in, and the South Fayette contingent will try to play this puck. Hornick unable to get there before Daniel. It's up the boards now for Pluck. Murphy out in front. Brunetto hugging that far post. And the way she's dialed in, you got to figure it's going to take a lunch pail kind of goal to get Team West back in this game. Not a pretty one, but maybe something junky, a screen, a deflection, what have you. Team West has to figure out a way to get some more traffic in front of the Latrobe senior. McKenzie trying to split the defense. Playing this puck on one hand with under 7 to go to the ice cut. McKenzie turned it over. Hornick. How much gas does she have left in the tank? Well, not much, as Cabrera plays it near side to her defensive partner, Yakmak. Yakmak, that outlet pass too heavy for Ashlyn Graham. It will not be icing, however. Atchison has to send it around the boards to Taylor. Taylor trying to outlet for Murphy. Instead, it'll come up to Jenko. Carolina Jenko, the Steel City Selects prodigy. Overtaken on the back check by Graham. Centering pass, comes to Murphy. Couldn't do anything with it. Atchison at center. Trying to set up Jenko. Too many light blue jerseys in the way. Down the left wing now comes Laboda. Laboda in behind the net. Murphy. Up ahead now for Jenko. Jenko trying to create space. Centering pass, one-timer, just wide of Brunetto. Oh, Relia, that close to getting West on the board. Atchison keeps it alive at center point, but not for long. Oh, good hustle play there by Jenko to put it into Brunetto's glove and force the offensive zone faceoff. Tag, you're it. Leila Namani, she of Peters Township and Team Southeast Folklore, 2023 playoff champion and 2024 scoring leader, well, among the scoring leaders anyway, finishing in the league's top 5 during the regular campaign. You clicked in particular as Brunetto makes another nifty glove save on Jenko with another Peters Township player, Talia Mertens. Got to be fun playing with her for another season, I would imagine.
Oh, it's an honor playing with her. She's a great line mate. We have that chemistry that goes on in the ice. We make some good plays. Pretty sure she has most of my assists. But honestly, great player on and off the ice. She definitely has that leadership role for next year. I could see her being a captain for us. But yeah, she's a solid player, and she's going to have a bright future ahead of her.
You were very nattily attired as well, as is your friend Amanda with your Steel City Selects hoodie. You continue to represent that organization proudly, a bronze medalist at Nationals back in April, and you also represent the PIHL girls division and wear that as a badge of honor as well. I know that for a fact. I know you've talked about how much you've enjoyed playing there. What have you enjoyed the most about this season and last season, for that matter?
Just honestly being able to be able to play with the girls and be able to meet new people. It's always great to be able to just find new people on the team, and honestly to come together and just win. Honestly, winning is great, but also just learning our lessons as a team, because we have to learn. Obviously, like, you're not going to win every game, but I'd rather honestly have a good loss than a bad win. And I feel like those help us build character. And I just think hockey is about building character. If you don't have good character, then you aren't going to succeed.
And you guys had a character win in last year's championship game, I remember vividly, as Brunetto covers at the other end. And Brunetto was the goaltender of record for the losing side in that game, which was Team East. They were going for back-to-back titles. You guys were playing shorthanded that day, brought in an e-bug, an emergency backup, in the person of Brady Blackburn, who has some Pens Elite experience. So she certainly helped out in a big way. That was a big character win. What do you remember about that day?
So I just remember just being out there and just playing for ourselves, because you play as a team, you win as a team, you lose as a team. I just feel like just playing for yourself out there to be able to get that win just felt great. Working together, making plays, just simple plays like that, just get the puck deep, getting shots on net. That's all you got to do to get a good win. So honestly, just working together as a team and just having a good positive vibe on the bench just helped us succeed.
You've been part of a winning team, obviously, and you were part of a pretty successful team this year, even though obviously the title defense came up short. It was a solid season for Team Southeast, finishing in the top 4 of the 9-team league, as we've got a penalty coming up here in the Team West attacking zone with 3:23 to go until the ice cut, and it's going to be Ashlyn Graham going off. So let's see if the third time is the charm for that Team West power play, as they've yet to crack that goose egg. Team East still leading 2-0. Leela, what does it take to win in playoff hockey, do you think?
Honestly, just keeping a good mindset, keeping yourself positive, and just working as a team, making sure everyone's motivated on the bench, just tape passes, simple plays. Just make sure you're simplifying it, and just honestly just playing clean. As long as you just get pucks deep and just get shots on net, you're going to just succeed. So,
if anybody is going to score on Taco tonight, who do you think it's going to be for Team West?
I have a good feeling about Carolina Jenko.
Okay. That's a big if, I grant you, but still.
I have a good feeling about her. She has a great shot. I played with her on my line. She was my line mate my first year of 19U, and she was an amazing player. She has a great shot. She has that great hockey sense. She's a solid player.
And she had a fabulous regular season this year for Team West and scored a big breakaway goal in their last game that we covered here on TenbandTV. The Team West senior night ended up being the game-winning goal in that contest and had another goal last night. She's on a roll.
Yeah, she's an awesome player. She's only a sophomore, and I played with her whenever she was a freshman. Oh, I didn't even believe she was a freshman. No, but she's awesome. She's a great player. She is definitely going to go do big things in the future. I can see that coming.
You're going to do big things in the future, too, Leela. You're going to Lebanon Valley College in Hershey, I understand. Are you going to continue playing hockey beyond high school?
Yeah, so I am committed to Lebanon Valley College. It's D3 in the MAC, so I'll be playing schools like Stevenson, Kings, Alvernia. We play Chatham, but I'm beyond excited to be able to have the opportunity. It's honestly so just amazing.
And I think that any hockey, any organized hockey after college, whether it is, Division I, Division III, or whatever, club hockey even. We love club hockey. We're going to be covering club hockey on TenbandTV this fall, in fact, but that's another story. But I think there's no such thing as bad organized hockey after high school. It's all about, finding opportunities and finding a place where you fit. And you really seem happy with your decision. You seem like you found a place where you fit, and you seem really cool with that.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like at any level of hockey, as long as you feel like you're like at home and you feel like it just suits you, whether it's like a big D1 school or a small D3 or club school, no matter what, as long as you're playing the sport that you love, then and you're happy, like that's how I look at it. But I look at it as my education first, because I know that after college I'm probably be saying goodbye to my hockey career. But I feel that just any girl, if they put their mind to it, they can do it. Whether it's club, D1 or D3, whatever suits them, as long as they're happy with their decision.
And we are told by Brian Mitchell of Pittsburgh Hockey Digest, and thank you, Brian, for the tip, that in the other semifinal game, which is in the ice cut as we speak, Team Southwest has taken a 2-1 lead over Team Northwest. And Northwest is such an interesting story. They pulled off, and I got to be careful saying this in Amanda's proximity, they pulled off the big eyebrow raiser of the quarterfinal round just last night. I was at that game. You guys played Northwest at least once, I believe, during the regular season. What do you make of that team, and what do you think is making them suddenly a tough team to play against?
I think like them having like the mindset of like them being like the underdogs, just being able to have like that mentality that, yeah, I'm at the bottom, but the bottom does not define the team that we are. Like, no matter what your record is, no matter who your top players are, who your bottom players are, you're still a team. And I feel like if you work as a team, then you're going to succeed.
I have this, I use the word theory loosely as second period time ticks away. I have this theory that a lot of good teams become good during the regular season because more often than not, they outwork their competition. But then when you get to the playoffs, everybody works hard because, I mean, that's your butt right there. Not to put too fine a point on it. That's your season. It's literally do or die. And so I feel like a lot of these teams that have the work ethic as a competitive advantage, that kind of goes away and it all kind of resets to even, which maybe is why you see some of these upsets.
Oh, yes, I agree. I think that definitely plays a part with these upsets. And, you know, it's just crazy to see these upsets to begin with. Just see all these teams just working harder than they were in the regular season, which is actually insane. But, yeah, seeing these games get so competitive and intense, it's awesome.
And we'll keep it here for just a couple of minutes as the Ice Cup begins with Leland Amani of Team Southeast, one of the league's top 5 scorers during the regular season, also representing, of course, the bronze medal winning Steel City Selects program that went to USA Hockey Nationals this past April. You guys were the champions last year. Team East was the inaugural champ in 2022. Some of those players are still around. Team East is ahead in this game 2-0 after 2 periods. They're trying to go for 2 championships in 3 years. What does Team East do well? Why do you think they position themselves so well here?
I just feel like they work together as a team. I feel like they just come together. They the chemistry going. I feel like they're communicating well, have that positive vibe on the bench, and they have a really good coach. Coach Sean Yakmak was my assistant coach last year. Amazing coach. He knows what to do. I mean, he won the inaugural league game championship. He's a great coach. He knows what to do. His son, Jameson Yakmak, won nationals for the boys Tier 2 division. So I think he has what it takes to produce like a solid winning team, just as a on and off the ice.
Yeah, John, a former PIHL player himself in the early 2000s with Katanning. A lot of those players are now starting to come back to the PIHL circles to coach and whatnot. Lastly, Leila, before we let you go and enjoy the rest of the game, what will be the one thing you take away from your PIHL girls playing experience when you look back on it? You are imminently graduating or will be graduating very, very shortly, I know. What are you going to take away from that whole experience?
I just think that, no matter what the score is, no matter if we lose, if we win, if we go into overtime, if we go into, triple overtime like my first year, no matter what it is, as long as we work as a team and you have a positive attitude toward things, you will reach your goals and succeed. I just think no matter what it is on the ice, as long as you have a positive mindset, you will succeed and reach your goals. And I think anything is possible if you put your mind to it. No matter how old you are, no matter if you have 1 point, if you have 16 points, as long as you have that mindset, you're going to succeed. And I think that just seeing this league expand with how it is, how I started my sophomore year with 6 teams and only winning 1 game, to being able to be the next year and win the championship is just amazing. And I'm honored to be able to say that I played in the inaugural league for the girls PIHL high school. And it's an amazing league. It gives the girls opportunity to be able to not have to worry about playing boys high school. They can play with their friends. They can play with other schools that they know. I think it's awesome how they started it. And it's going to expand in my eyes, and I think it's going to succeed really well.
So perfectly said, and I like your nails too, by the way.
Thank you so
I didn't
much.
want to butter up Amanda and then sell you completely short. You clearly found a very good professional of your own, and I respect that.
Thank you.
Layla Namani and Amanda King, thank you both so much for joining us during the second period. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you so much.
Layla Namani, there she goes, of Team Southeast, Peters Township High School, Steel City Selects, moving on to Lebanon Valley College, going to play some D3 women's hockey. And we got to step aside. It's 2-0 East over West through 2. I'm Matt Popchock. PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by Weight Loss Direct.
Two jumbo ice caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino. Extra caramel.
That's us. I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Valeri took a rip at that one. Cross ice, it comes to Valeri. Her slap shot is held by Brunetto, and this time there is no rebound. Valeri, slap shot. That hit something on the way in. That might have been Fabian. Out in front it comes to Fabian. Fabian shoots, save made. Rebound, Fandon! Oh, Hornick had a golden chance there to even the game for Valeri. Slap shot. That hit something on the way in. That might have been Fabian. Out in front it comes to Fabian. Fabian shoots, save made. Rebound, Fandon! Oh, Hornick had a golden chance there to even the game for up in that right wing circle, but Team West keeps it inside the offensive zone. Bouncing puck in front. Schultenbrand tied up. Penalty coming up. PIHL, nobody wants it. Here's McKenzie with a path to goal. McKenzie knocked down from behind. Penalty coming up as Judge makes the save, and the rebound somehow goes wide. Now, will it be a penalty or a long approach to this puck? McKenzie to the goal. McKenzie scores! Give the governor a rub! Long approach to this puck. McKenzie to the goal. McKenzie scores! Give the governor a rub! Taken out of the play by Valeri. And a play right out in front, and a scrap breaking out as Pluck knocks down one of the Team West players. And play continues.
I'm going to take away just how much fun I had and just the lessons I learned from my coaches. My coaches had a lot of good quotes. I'm going to take away just how much fun I had and just the lessons I learned from my coaches. My coaches had a lot of good quotes.
Keeps it alive at center point, but not for long. Oh, good hustle play there by Jenko to put it into Brunetto's glove and force the offensive zone faceoff. A place where you fit, and you seem really cool with that.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like at any level of hockey, as long as you feel like you're like at home and you
jumbo iced caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino. Extra caramel.
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
2 jumbo iced caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino. Extra caramel.
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Are you ready to take your game to the next level? Hey, I'm Tyler Kennedy, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup champion here, and trust me, I know what it's like to play to the max. That's why I recommend the patented Heads Up Sports Training System, improving reaction time and your spatial awareness with this dynamic training system all at your fingertips. Train smarter with endless applications for any position. It's that simple. HeadsUpSTS.com. Play with your head up.
For over 20 years, groups, families, and individuals have been saving money with the Avia Dental Plan.
For as little as $9.25 a month, members can save up to 50% or more on dental care.
Plus, everyone qualifies, and there is no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Start saving today with the Avia Dental Plan.
Go to getlowcostdental.com or call 1-888-431-2273. Smile. You're with people who care.
No matter how many goals are scored tonight, we at TenbandTV know the most important goal is self-care. Scan the Weight Loss Direct QR code on your screen throughout tonight's broadcast to save $50 off your own personal weight loss program. And thanks to Weight Loss Direct for sponsoring another season of PIHL Hockey Night Live on the PIHL channel right here on TenbandTV. Matt Popchock back here for the third period of tonight's PIHL girls semifinal game between Team West and Team East, seeds number 3 and 5 respectively, here at the Lemieux complex in Cranberry Township inside the FedEx rink. Next door, the game has resumed, the other semifinal game between Southwest and Northwest, and Kayla McCarthy's early second period goal, her third of the playoffs and sixth career playoff tally, has Team Southwest ahead as third period play gets underway. Southwest, by the way, with the first 5 shots on goal in the third period of that game next door. Can they survive and make it to Championship Monday? Can Team East hang on for one more period and make it to Championship Monday? Well, if Taco Brunetto has her way, that 0 on the left side of the scoreboard is going to stay right where it is. She has 15 saves through 2 periods. Aaron Judge, 7 saves on 9 shot attempts by Team East. Team East, second in the league in shot percentage, shot accuracy percentage, entering tonight's game at 13% even. And this game has been very consistent with Team East's MO. They're a team that tends to get outshot in games and gives up a lot of shots for that matter at the other end. And they were outshot by Southeast last night, but they were more opportunistic, and that's why they're skating on here tonight, and they've been the more opportunistic team in this game. 0 for 2 on the power play, but during the latter of those chances, a penalty shot goal by Kylie McKenzie to augment an early even strength goal, also unassisted, by Alyssa Pilarski, the Yawk High School rookie. Pilarski's first career playoff goal would be the game winner if this scoreline holds up. Team West trying to find an answer for Taco Brunetto, which is always easier said than done, as Layla and Amanda talked about during the second period. Second period shots on goal, by the way, were 6-5, slightly in favor of West. The big story of the game, McKenzie's two-way play, Brunetto's play between the pipes, and the Team East penalty kill, which is 3 for 3 tonight and 5 for 5 for the entire postseason. And Team East was next to last on the penalty kill during the regular campaign, just 80.8%. Team West, which came in with the fewest power plays drawn entering the playoffs, has had 3 chances, and they had the #1 power play during the regular season at 25%, but unable to find the chink in Brunetto's armor at this point. Fabian controls the opening third period faceoff, and she draws a penalty. Roughing the indication just 17 seconds in, and a 4th power play opportunity will go the way of Team West. And I don't think Team East knows that they've been penalized. And finally, Pilarski will repair to the Team East sin bin. So Team East, they have an elite netminder, obviously, but they continue to play with fire on special teams, and one wonders if it's only a matter of time before they get burned. Jenko near side, has her stick lifted by McKenzie. Jenko taken out of the play by McKenzie. Relia couldn't keep it in. What work by McKenzie here on the PK to get that puck back to center. Once again, she continues to play a solid 200-foot game. Jenko. Up now to Relia. Relia to Jenko, just a hair offside. The extra pass did them in. Jenko on that left wing, just a stride ahead of Lillian Relia, centering this power play unit for Joe Cummings. A minute 34 to go now in the 5-on-4. Lillian Relia. Lead pass now to King. King to Fabian. Fabian for Jenko. Jenko knocked down. Another penalty coming up. Team East is going to be shorthanded by 2 players. It comes behind the net now. Jenko is overtaken, and touching that puck is Yakmak. And this could be the turning point of this semifinal game. East leading 2-0 with just a minute gone by in the third period, but they're going to have to skate 3 against 5 for a minute 16 seconds. And again, you really feel like it is now or never for Team West, particularly on special teams. Now, Team West perhaps getting a generous call after the non-call after Emily Pluck took out one of the Team West players behind the net earlier in the game. Now, those things tend to even out. And so West skates 5 against 3. Maddie Relia off a body. Relia just able to keep that puck inside the line. Relia down low for Fabian. Fabian couldn't send it to the side of the net. Just one too many passes there for West. Yakmak ties up her opponent, but Fabian works free. Out in front it'll come off a stick. Lillian Relia pinching. To the corner for Fabian. 50 to go in the two-player advantage. To Isabel King. King's shot is blocked. Getting in the way was Cabrera. Relia forces the turnover. King anticipating. Cabrera got there first. Fabian along the half wall. Down low for Isabel King. To the circle it comes. And on goal, Brunetto makes a save. The rebound still loose. Brunetto trying to cover. It's still not covered. Is it in? No, it's not. It's underneath the arm print of Taco Brunetto. It's a conventional power play now, as Pilarski is in the box for another 24 seconds. Near side it comes to Pluck. Pluck comes back to center shorthanded. Maddie Relia, too strong for King, no icing. They say Daniel touched it. Big penalty kill for Team East to keep it a 2-0 game early in the third period. Maddie Relia with a steal for Lillian. Lillian Relia for Maddie. Maddie for Lillian. Lillian from an angle. King trying to flag it down in the opposite corner. Graham gets there first. She can't clear it. Giving chase now is Webb. Webb over the attacking line as we're back to 5 aside. Maddie Relia takes it over. Lead pass now to Jenko. Jenko up ahead of the play for Team West. Jenko makes their move. Jenko to goal. Backhand try. That was blocked. Oh, great job by Daniel on the back check to get a piece of that centering feed from Jenko. Jenko gets it back now on front. Relia shooting. Oh, it is Taco Thursday here in Cranberry Township. What a save by Corinne Brunetto. Chance the other way possibly for Laboda. Laboda taken out of the play, and she's going to be slow to get up as Jenko got to that puck first, and Judge not going to leave anything to chance with 13:47 to play. 17 saves and counting for Corinne Brunetto, who technically is graduating at the same time she is backstopping her team potentially to a championship game berth for the third time in as many seasons. Schaltenbrand gets it deep. Team East has to play it from behind its own net. Near side Laboda. Back to center Atchison. Up ahead now to Hornick. Hornick over the attacking line. Hornick in the corner. Hornick trying to go out in front to Schaltenbrand. Schaltenbrand turnaround shot, side of the net. Hornick, it's still loose out in front. Schaltenbrand couldn't get a clean stick on it. Otherwise, she would have had an open net to shoot at. Valeri through a crowd. Brunetto the save. Brunetto has the rebound. What else is new? Now, in the brief history of this PIHL girls division, some skaters and goaltenders in particular carving out legacies and legendary statuses early in its existence, and Corinne Brunetto, one of those players. She is building quite a playoff resume and keeping it up here tonight. With under 13 to go in regulation, her team still leading by 2. Kylie McKenzie, one of those players who continues to add to her own postseason resume with a big insurance marker that looms large. 1-0 against Brunetto and Team East. You're certainly not out of it, but Brunetto can make a multi-goal lead look like a mercy roll lead, the way she plays. Flying through center is McKenzie. McKenzie out in front. Nobody home. Webb with a good play to keep it onside. Or did she? No, says this USA Hockey crew. John Yakmak making a line change before this faceoff just outside the west zone. Kayla McCarthy, meanwhile, has added another. Alexa Carney setting her up. And late in the third period of the other semifinal game, it is 3-1 now in favor of Team Southwest. Southwest, the number 2 seed. In command, Team West, the number 3 seed, in trouble here in the FedEx rink. Trailing Team East, the number 5 seed, 2-0 on first period goals by Pilarski and McKenzie. Taco Brunetto trying to beat Team West in the playoffs for the second time in 3 years as Jenko is denied and tight. The top scorer against the top goaltender, and that time the top goaltender had the last laugh. Jenko down low, tied up by Webb. Jenko, a late arrival to this game for Team West, trying to get her team going here. Down by a pair in the third period. Graham trying to outlet for Ash. Up it comes to Pluck. Pluck overtaken by Maddie Relia. Maddie Relia to Lillian Relia. And here comes Lillian through center. Fabian watching the play. Relia taken down, and she was grabbed from behind, but play continues. Pluck near side. Through center. Lily Ash, the closest player to it, but she wanted to come off for a line change, so East is guilty of icing here with 10.5 remaining. Brunetto, .932 save percentage in the regular season, tied for 4th with her counterpart tonight, Aaron Judge. And took that tough luck loss the last time these teams met, facing that high volume of shots that she normally does. It's been a much more defensive-oriented game here tonight. A lot of hockey played between the blue lines as Schultenbrand puts it off her pads at the side of the net. Atchison getting involved in the attack now. Centering pass intended for Schultenbrand, but it's broken up. Pilarski through center. Medved retreating. Medved, her older sister Brianna, played D2 women's hockey at RMU for their club team. And that's what Bailey's going to do after she graduates from West A. Aaron Judge covering inside the crease at the edge of the goal mouth. Brianna, an assistant coach under Joe Cummings for Team West this season. And for Team East and John Yakmak, one of his assistant coaches last night had to be a sort of a melancholy victory for Team East beating Southeast as Chloe Downey, who won a championship as a player with Southeast last spring, is on the Team East bench this year as an assistant. Downey, the Chartiers Valley alumna, looking on with her team ahead by 2. John Yakmak as head coach, going for a second girls division championship in 3 seasons as they try to punch their ticket here on semifinal Thursday night. Webb behind her own net. It comes down to Fabian. Fabian wrist shot. That went wide of Brunetto. Oh, I thought Fabian for a split second there might have hit the target, but it was not to be. Maddie Relia feeding Fabian down low. Fabian out in front. One-timer. Score! 8:45 remaining. Third period. Knock, knock. Who's there? Who else but Carolina Jenko? And somewhere Leland Amani lit all the candles, put him in a big circle, and manifested that Jenko goal. And sure enough, she does spoil the shutout bid by Brunetto to get Team West a lifeline with 8:45 remaining. And get your popcorn ready. Offside East as Judge makes a save with a glove hand that will not count, but nifty nonetheless. And Jenko, she had time to fill out a FAFSA form by the time the defense got back in front of the net. She had all day and night to shoot that puck, and she snapped it from close range past Taco Brunetto. It is 2-1 now in favor of Team East as we approach the midpoint of period 3. Jenko's second goal of the postseason to get Team West on the board. And officially it reads Jenko from Fabian and King. So Fabian and King now have 2 assists apiece in the playoffs for Team West. Fans wanting a penalty call, none forthcoming as Emily Pluck brings it the other way for East. Pluck follows the bouncing puck, but can't get it around Fabian. Oh, a misplay there to Yakmak. Yakmak shooting it off of Judge. Abby Taylor skating through that Pittsburgh Penguins logo at center here at the Lemieux complex. Draw pass for Lillian Relia. Relia is poke checked. Good stick there by Yakmak, trying to feed it up to McKenzie. Atchison gets there at the same time. Those two collide along the far boards. Through center it comes. This will be icing on West with under 8 to play. Judge, a USA Hockey silver medalist with the Arizona Kachinas junior team in 2021-2022, another very talented goaltender. What a season she's had. As we talk about Brunetto, we don't want to sell Judge short, certainly. Made quite an impact on Team West here in 2024, coming in as a North Catholic High School sophomore from her native Phoenix. In that 21-22 junior campaign with the Kachinas, she was team MVP. 39 victories for her junior team across all competitions that year, 28 coming via shutout. Absolutely unbelievable, and shows you that Layla Namani wasn't just whistling Dixie when she was talking up Aaron Judge earlier in the broadcast. Schultenbrand trying to get it deep. Anna Daniel off of Taylor. Daniel near side. Pursuing this puck is Laboda. Laboda puts it inside Team West territory. Lily Relia has to go fetch. To the corner it comes now. Atchison defensively. Up the left wing to Taylor. Lead pass too far for Relia. Too far for Schultenbrand as well. Schultenbrand the closest player to it. Excuse me, no icing. And back on the counter comes Team East. Here's Yakmak. Taking matters into her own hands, looking for Laboda out in front. It comes now to Cabrera. Cabrera firing off a body right into the glove hand of Aaron Judge. Cabrera, the Franklin Regional first year, looking for a knockout blow late in this third period. Her team leading now by just 1. The game next door has gone final. Team Southwest has punched its ticket, to Championship Monday. And as I untie my tongue, I will remind you that Championship Monday begins at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time right here on TenbandTV. Congratulations to Tony Mucci and Team Southwest. They will play an opponent yet to be determined here in this rink. Team East clinging to a 2-1 lead over Team West. King blockered away by Brunetto. Maddie Relia to the corner. Team East trying to reach the final for a third consecutive season in the 3-year history of the PIHL Girls Division. Still a long way to go in this game. Relia to the corner. Daniel takes that puck defensively. She's worked over, and it's stolen by Jenko. Team West with numbers. Jenko, snapshot. Brunetto got a piece of it as she had King breaking to the net all alone. That's one of Brunetto's biggest saves of the game, without a doubt. Fabian down low. Jenko chasing that puck slowly. Up it comes to Maddie Relia. Maddie Relia off a stick. That never made it through. Looked like Yakmak got in the way as Cabrera puts it off Relia's glove hand up for McKenzie. Maddie Relia takes it over, and here comes Hornick just on the ice now for Team West. Centering pass, Maddie Relia shooting, blocker save again, Brunetto. She is quick with that right hand. Valeri unable to get that puck deep. Valeri going to play it near side now to Fabian. Fabian trying to dance around Pluck. She sends this puck to the corner. Team East gaining the red line and dumping it in. Icing. They didn't gain the red line. Say Trago and his companion Schultz. West controls the faceoff. Snapshot by Atchison. This puck floats in behind the net. One of the East defenders without a stick. That's Caitlin Porter, Brunetto's backup goaltender. Very common for PIHL backup goaltenders to play as skaters when they're not playing goal. Atchison from the point. Out in front, that shot blocked. Good work by Webb. Lily Relia can't get it behind Daniel. Relia gets it back one more time. Relia through a crowd. Murphy down low. Murphy using the boards. Relia gets there and sends it down low for Murphy. For Hornick now. Hornick. Now that pass too heavy for Relia. That's a break for Team East. John Yakmak and his team changing on the fly as there's a collision in Team West territory. Relia ran into one of the Team East players, and that's McKenzie, who gets up no worse for the wear after a moment's pause. Graham knocked down at the blue line. Delayed offside call, and that allows Jenko to play this puck, but she can't control it. Relia leading it for Fabian. Fabian chases to the corner. Yakmak gets there first defensively for Team East. It comes free to King. King from an angle, played that near Brunetto. Relia from the boards. Yakmak from the corner. Good keep by Jenko. Jenko creating space, left wing circle. Sticked aside by Brunetto. She was trying to do a shot pass to King, I think, and I'm not sure that she and King were on the same page. Final 2.5 of regulation. When will Aaron Judge come off, should that be necessary? Fabian is stick checked. Good work there by Yakmak. She continues to play a strong stay-at-home game as East is guilty of icing. Now, once again, in case you missed it, the stagecoach has turned into a pumpkin, so to speak. Southwest defeating last night's big upset winner, Team Northwest, 3-1 in the other semifinal here. As we have a timeout on the ice, it is East 2, West 1, as we try to determine Monday's other PIHL girls finalist for 2024. Well, no matter how many goals are scored here tonight at the Lemieux Complex in Cranberry Township, we at TenbandTV know the most important goal is self-care. Scan the Weight Loss Direct QR code on your screen throughout our playoff coverage to save $50 off your own personal weight loss program. And thank you to Weight Loss Direct for sponsoring tonight's broadcast and for sponsoring another season of PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV's PIHL channel. Kylie McKenzie, she is a gamer in the PIHL Girls Playoffs. Will her penalty shot goal end up being the game winner? Karolina Jenko getting West on the board approximately midway through this third period to give her team some hope. So Team West does eventually get a goal from their big gun in this game, but time is now their enemy. Every shift, every play looming that much larger, including this faceoff to the right of Brunetto. East wins it. Can they clear the zone? It looks like they'll be able to. Good work by Graham. Only got it as far as center, though. Maddie Relia over the line. Relia looking for Jenko. Relia to the corner. It comes to King. King for Jenko. To the point. Lillian Relia off a stick. Oh, great gap control there. Taking away shooting space by Team East. Team chemistry at a premium here as these games get tighter and tighter in the playoffs. And the team chemistry on the eastern side is evident. Going down is King, penalty coming up. A late power play here for Team West, and so the plot becomes even more viscous with 1:41 left in regulation. A fifth power play chance in this game for Team West. And so Team East will have to go a perfect 10 for 10. I'll make that a perfect 7 for 7 on the penalty kill in order to lock down this game. Graham the guilty party. And the net is empty down to our left, so West will skate 6 against 4. East wins the faceoff, another big win, and they shoot it for the empty net. Just wide, but it's illegal icing because they're on the penalty kill. McKenzie tied up by Lillian Relia. Schultenbrand in the corner. This is great pressure by Team East, playing 2 players down. Fabian is outworked by Pilarski. At center it comes, and back for McKenzie, but McKenzie can't find the puck. Jenko camped out at the attacking line. Jenko makes her move. Jenko down low. It's loose, played on Brunetto. Brunetto covers out in front of the crease. 69 ticks to talk. The penalty clock reads 1:29. Team West down by a goal with a 6-on-4 advantage, having pulled Aaron Judge. Fabian against Pilarski. This time Fabian wins it. Shot off the faceoff, blocked. It comes back to Fabian. Lillian Relia has time and space. She fires. Score! Hell yeah! It's Relia! And we are tied at 2 with exactly a minute remaining. A 6-on-4 goal by Team West to keep their season alive here in the third period. Lillian Relia make that 8 points now in her last 5 league games, and we've got a brand new game here in Cranberry. A power play goal for Team West to tie the game late. Graham forcing the issue on Relia. McKenzie reaching for that puck. Still time left in this third period. West not out of the soup yet. McKenzie trying to play it around Relia. It's loose near side. Lillian Relia has it. Backhanding it around the boards but not out. Yakmak from an angle. It's cut off by Relia. Relia plays it out of her own zone. Here comes Isabel King with 30 seconds left. King over the attacking line for Lillian Relia. Relia backhanding it to the corner. Team West looking for late heroics here now that they're back in this game. Lillian Relia plays it against the grain as it comes outside the zone now for Isabel King. 15 seconds left in regulation. Lily Ash Gave it up to Maddie Relia for Jenko. Jenko couldn't take the draw pass. 5 seconds left. Maddie has it for Fabian. Fabian, backhander, turnaround shot. King shoots, save Brunetto! And there is no rebound. The Quaker Valley newcomer that close to scoring the goal of a lifetime before this third period buzzer sounds. But Brunetto had other ideas. "51 minutes, not enough." Corinne Brunetto dominant in goal through 2 periods, but Team West finds a way. Carolina Jenko at even strength from Fabian and King. Lillian Relia on the power play, and with the goaltender pulled from Fabian. And so the next goal, come when it may, will decide Team Southwest's opponent in Monday's championship game. And speaking of Monday's championship game, one of the people who called the game that preceded Monday's championship game, Brian Mitchell from Pittsburgh Hockey Digest, will be joining me momentarily as we head to the Weight Loss Direct overtime period here on 10-Band TV.
Am I on?
You are on, Brian Mitchell.
All right, I am on. All right.
A lot has gone on in the last few minutes, to say the least.
Well, I have no clue what happened. I'm tearing down over there, and I'm like, if this thing goes to overtime, I know I'm going over. I want to go home, but I know I'm going to go over and do color. I stepped out for half a second, then I realized I walked out the door, and it's 2-2. And I'm like, okay, so I guess I'm doing a little bit of extra work tonight. So give me an update here, Mr. Popchock.
Well, once again, Corinne Brunetto, a player I know you're familiar with, was seemingly on her way to a postseason shutout. But Carolina Jenko, who came into the game after the first period had already started for Team West, Jenko getting her team on the board roughly midway through the third period, then West getting a power play, and with Aaron Judge pulled, Lillian Relia from center point, a shot that saw through all the traffic in front of Brunetto and found the back of the net. And so we go to OT here at the Lemieux Complex in Cranberry.
So Relia threw one through center, and okay, all right. Well, I'm caught up now, so let me get some rosters and let's enjoy this overtime. For some reason, I always gravitate to these things, so I'm here now.
And next door, you saw Team Southwest hold off another very game effort from Team Northwest, which had the big eyebrow raiser last night. Tonight, they were looking for another one, but Southwest hung on.
I think it was just 3 games and 3 nights, and Team Southwest was just very good tonight. Kayla McCarthy was on her game. They played their game exactly. Tony Mucci has that locked down over there, so that's big. I'm glad to see, Northwest, hats off to them. Daryl Dolan had them absolutely locked in through that. But when you open up the game, not sure if you're able to have 4 players, 5 players in your lineup because of graduations and other things. That's a tough hill to climb, but they did make it. They did a really good run on it, and congratulations to all the teams in this tournament so far. But, well, we've got an overtime game here, Mr. Popchock. It's your show. I'm just here to enjoy it.
Well, you're right about one thing, Mitch. Kayla McCarthy is and has been a pleasure to watch, especially in this 2024 postseason. A couple of goals last night and the more dominant win by Team Southwest over Team Central, and another multi-goal game tonight. And the sudden victory session is indeed underway. Team East, moves the puck left to right, and coming down the middle was Pilarski, counterattacking as West. Lillian Relia in a hurry across that blue line. Relia centering, nobody home. Fabian chasing this puck to the far boards. Fabian trying to dance around Ash. Fabian triple team now as this puck comes free far side. And Ash is unable to clear the zone. Good keep by Maddie Relia, trying to set up Fabian. Waiting at center is McKenzie. Kylie McKenzie across the Team West blue line. McKenzie trying to fake out Atchison. Atchison staying with her. Lillian Relia involved in the back check as this puck battle rages on deep in the West zone. We play a full period of overtime here in the playoffs per USA Hockey protocol. And at center, Briley Webb, near side to defensive partner Yak Mack, who gets it deep. And this will be icing against Team East.
It's funny, there's a little history here. Of course, the East and Central initial championship game, Joe Cummings was the head coach of that Central squad. John Yakmak was the head coach of that. That went to overtime. I still was talking to them in the lobby today before the game. And Kylie McKenzie was asking me if I remember who she was, and Joe Cummings was like, that never went in. Talking about the game-winning goal in the first championship game. So there's still history here. There's still, bad blood maybe, if in a little bit, but still a lot going on.
Abby Taylor tees it up over the crossbar and beyond the stick hand of Taco Brunetto. Valeri, left point. Taylor waiting for this puck behind the net. Webb trying to take her out of the play, and Webb does. Taylor going to the ice as play continues. Anna Daniel deep in her own zone trying to play it for Team East. Outlet pass comes now to Emily Pluck. Pluck is poke checked in the neutral zone. Valeri beyond the raised stick of Isabel King, and this will be icing now on Team West. And speaking of epic battles, Team West in the inaugural season, undefeated, ran into Team East in the semifinals. 3 overtimes. Brunetto was there. Team East got the win.
That was an incredible run by Team East in that first year. And, they were saying before the game, it's a shame to be the number 1 seed in this league because bad things seem to happen every year. This year, of course, Southeast taking a couple years ago, and it was a rough year.
Southwest trying to complete their own redemption arc as they have clinched a berth in Monday's championship game against one of these two teams. West 2, East 2. Early in the first overtime period. To the corner it comes now. Played by Cabrera. Taken out of the play by Atchison. Around the boards for Pilarski. Pilarski, who had the game's first goal, trying to get it to the corner. Schultenbrand stood her up. Beyond the glove of Taylor. It'll come to Ash. Ash's shot blocked easily. And from the boards it's played by Yakmak, trying to pinch to keep this puck alive. She gets it beyond Schultenbrand, but West is able to play it back to center. Webb in front of her own bench. Around the boards, McKenzie giving chase for Team East. Medved up the boards. Picked off by Webb. Webb off a body. It comes right to Daniel. Daniel down low. McKenzie on the doorstep, denied by Judge. It comes out in front, it's still loose. Poked at. Judge makes another save at the far post. Judge got in a position just in the nick of time. Team West still unable to clear. Daniel's shot. Aaron Judge with the left hand.
I'm just watching this down here, and I'm having flashbacks from whenever I called the game earlier this season, East and Northeast at Palmer, and it was just the exact same thing you just saw there, except for the fact that the Northeast goalie attempted to fight Kylie McKenzie twice in that game. They would not leave her alone. She is right in front of there. She is a dog in front of the net right now.
And she has a big penalty shot goal in this game.
I watched that. I caught in on that.
As Relia has it near side for West. Relia dropping for Jenko. Jenko between the circles, pressured off that puck. Double teamed even. Pass down low comes to Fabian. Fabian dropping to the point. That shot blocked. Jenko winds and fires and missed the net. And she put everything she had into that shot. Couldn't hit the target, however. It comes up to Emily Pluck. Pluck unable to handle that bouncing puck. Outletted for Relia. Lillian Relia over the blue line. Relia to the corner, dropping for Jenko. Jenko behind the net. Fabian was tied up. I believe she was the intended target of that pass as she tries to keep it inside the zone. It comes up to center now. Pluck trying to get positioning on Abby Baldoff, the Montour rookie. Baldoff outletting for Fabian. Fabian just plays it right down the middle.
Had Relier on the far wall, couldn't find her. Uh-oh.
Relia down low, looking for Jenko, but the pass was disrupted by Webb. Good stick work there by the Greensburg-Salem product. That outlet pass too strong for Lillian Relia. To the center, red line for McKenzie. McKenzie 1 against 2. McKenzie makes her move. McKenzie to the goal. Save Aaron Judge. The rebound is whiffed on. Golden chance to end it there for who else but Kylie McKenzie. Daniel unable to keep it inside the left point.
It was just patience on that play. Waited that one out. Unfortunately, wasn't able to lift it enough.
Taylor unable to control that puck on the forecheck for West. Daniel has it near side. Ash through center. She's poke checked. It comes to McKenzie. McKenzie, she's dispossessed by Taylor. And Team West might have numbers now. Here's Schultenbrand. She's poke checked immediately by Daniel. Good play by Anna Daniel. Porter trying to knock Maddie Relia off balance. As it comes now to Team West. Snapshot. Brunetto the save, and the rebound comes out the other side to Schultenbrand. Numbers now for East possibly. Pilarski putting it off the body of Maddie Relia. Isabel King. One-touch pass to Schultenbrand. Schultenbrand going forward. Schultenbrand, wrist shot, save Brunetto. Schultenbrand has the rebound. King the shot. That went wide of Brunetto's blocker. Antonia Valeri through a crowd. That was blocked right in front. Around the boards it'll come now to Ash. Ash tied up by Fabian. Fabian now double teamed against the far boards. Taylor from the right point. Bouncing puck. Never made it close. Lead pass too strong for Emily Pluck. Atchison surveying the play. Threw it to the wrong shoulder of Fabian. Icing on Team West as we are 6 minutes and change into OT. Face off to Aaron Judge's right. To the boards it comes, won by West. Jenko back on the ice now for Joe Cummings. Near side for Relia. Relia over the attacking line. Cross ice for Jenko. Jenko shooting, save Brunetto, it's on top of the net, it's just sitting there. Now it's on the side of the net and steered away by Team East. That net behind Brunetto now dislodged. And play is whistled dead. Oh, what a strange bounce that was in the house of Brunetto.
They don't call it a game of inches for nothing, Mr. Popchock.
East with a face-off win in its own end. Coming through center, Cabrera. Cabrera trying to center it. Lillian Relia has it now for Team West. Relia trying to outlet for Jenko. Jenko almost took that pass in stride, but she catches up to that puck nonetheless. Jenko now tied up in the corner by Yakmak as it comes to McKenzie. Atchison trying to keep it in. She does. Atchison now fakes. Atchison, snapshot, that's blocked. Picked up by Lillian Relia. Atchison unable to keep it on side. West has to tag up, and they do. Fabian, offside. Under 10 to go in overtime.
Well, if they're watching at home from my game and came over, I wasn't lying when you say you could walk from one rink to the other. So I'm doing it right now. So let's see what we got with this face-off.
West wins it off the body of Ash. Webb inside her own blue line, outletting for Porter. West plays it up the middle to Hornick. Hornick over the attacking line as King go into the goal. No, that's Taylor. Taylor looking for King. That pass errant. Maddie Relia pinching. Not a successful pinch as Graham gets it the length of the ice, and this will be icing on Team East.
You're starting to see that momentum shift a little bit as East had a really good session earlier in the overtime period, but West has just had it for the last 2 or 3 minutes. Great opportunities, including that one that rolled off the top of the cage.
And now that they've realized better late than never that Corinne Brunetto, after all, is actually human, they believe. And there's a one-timer, speak of the devil, by Schultenbrand, and Brunetto makes a brilliant save right on the doorstep.
Watch what you say about Taco. I think if I remember how that game was won in overtime, it was Central tied the game on a ticky-tack goal. And then Brunetto was lights out in that championship game, and that was as a freshman. As a sophomore. So
East up to center. Pilarski with it. Pilarski has McKenzie down the middle for McKenzie. McKenzie can't tee it up.
No penalty.
West on the transition.
We have an injured West player slow to get back to the bench.
And the aggrieved party
balled off?
Is
yeah,
balled off. You're correct. East on the attack. McKenzie has Pilarski going down the middle. McKenzie trying to center for Pilarski. She can't. Maddie Relia kicks it to herself and leaves it for Lillian. Lillian 1 against 2. Taking her time through center now for Team West. Lillian, she's knocked out of the play. Maddie takes it, trying to feed it for Taylor out in front. Nothing doing. Taylor tied up. Lillian getting help from Valeri. Valeri's shot denied just in the nick of time by Brunetto. We've seen Valeri score from there too.
Oh.
Jenko has it now for West. Jenko on the backhand. Jenko blocked away by Brunetto, and the rebound is cleared. Jenko, Valeri, slapper, deflected on Brunetto, save again! Jenko to the corner for Fabian. Fabian back to Carolina Jenko. Jenko unable to play it out in front. Lillian Relia between the circles. Relia shooting, bouncing puck goes wide. Fabian has the rebound for Jenko. Jenko for Fabian. Fabian shoots it high and wide. What a shift here by Team West midway through the overtime. Valeri pinching again. Valeri has it. Valeri on her backhand. Valeri trying to protect that puck. And finally it comes up to McKenzie. McKenzie unable to get around Relia. McKenzie now offside with 7.5 left.
She picked her foot up. She had it if she would have kept the foot down, but she picked it up just as the puck was crossing.
The longest sustained forecheck by Team West in this overtime period, but Team East, for the moment, lives to fight another day. Face off at center, controlled by West. Here's Relia. Relia kicks it to herself. Lillian Relia. Backhand pass, cut off. Atchison backing up the play. Deflected down low for Fabian. Jenko shoots, save. Brunetto, and she has the rebound.
That was just a sneaky backhander from about 1 foot off the line. Wasn't much room to get it in the net, but definitely a good shot for a possible rebound or something to bounce around off of something else.
Fabian. Atchison. Lillian Relia. Relia shooting, blockered away by Brunetto. East having trouble clearing, and finally they do get it back to center. Atchison surveying the scene. Up to Lillian Relia. Relia trying to sneak it to Jenko, and she does. Jenko trying to center for Fabian, but the pass was broken up by a pair of defenders. Turnaround try by Fabian. Down low it comes. Relia on the backhand. Jenko shooting. Scoring! Sweet Carolina! Let's go to the championship game, says Team West. 3 unanswered goals, including the winner in sudden victory overtime with 6:36 remaining, and hockey hugs from Abby Taylor to Aaron Judge, who quietly steals one from the superb Corinne Taco Brunetto. And what a final game it was for her, even though she didn't get the result.
Yeah, hats off to her with everything going around with that, you know. Coming in and on graduation night, filling in for the game. Unfortunately, you know, the way it ends, but for this West squad, it's a little redemption for some of these girls in the last couple years.
And so ultimately, for Championship Monday, the cream does rise to the top. Team Southwest, the number 2 seed, going to take on Team West, the number 3 seed, in what should be a very entertaining hockey game Monday night here at the Lemieux Complex at 7 p.m., Brian Mitchell.
Oh, you're going to have a blast with it. It's going to be a high-flying game contest between the two. There ain't going to be much left to lose. That is, you know, and for all the marbles, number 3 here. So
here's the play again. Relia found Jenko, and Jenko goes bar down on the wrist shot, very similar to her regulation goal that got Team West a bit of a lifeline and a bit of hope as regulation time was winding down. And Jenko, who did not appear on the first shift of this game for Team West, eventually does appear for Joe Cummings' squad, and she wins it for Team West.
And I'm going to be the one that says it. Redemption for Joe Cummings. Redemption for Joe Cummings after that loss a couple years ago. Congratulations, Coach, for that one. Congratulations to John Yakmak. You know, it was a good run here in the Girls League. I mean, a great ambassador for what's going on here.
An outstanding playoff hockey game. Two very well played playoff hockey games here in Cranberry tonight. Once again, your final score in overtime, Team West rallies to defeat Team East 3-2. And since 2010, the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League has been supported by a grant from the Pittsburgh Penguins Foundation, which continues to foster the growth, availability, and sustainability of youth hockey in the tri-state area with the goal of sharing the game we all love. The Pens Foundation has awarded the Bob Johnson Memorial Scholarship to a PIHL senior each year, and in 2022 pledged its financial support to this PIHL girls division, which continues to thrill us every night. Please consider donating to the foundation by visiting PittsburghPenguinsFoundation.org, and follow them on social media at Pens Foundation. Thank you, Brian Mitchell.
Hey,
always
no
a pleasure.
Problem. I enjoy coming over and hanging out with you every once in a while. We got an overtime period in for the Girls League. I'm jealous about the fact that you'll be able to be here Monday and I won't be, but I want you to have fun with it, enjoy it. Thank you for everything you've done this season for the league and myself and for everybody with Tenband. We do appreciate it. Can't wait to work with you guys next year.
Always a pleasure, Brian Mitchell. Thank you, Mitch.
Thank
you, Todd Kazarowski. Thank you, Michael Lyman. Thank you, Leland Amani. Thank you, Amanda King. Thank you, Chris Chiasano and Tom Halliburka for your cooperation as well. Once again, your final score in the weight loss direct overtime here in PIHL girls semifinal play. Team West 3, Team East 2. For TenbandTV, I'm Matt Popchock, and that's all she wrote from the Lemieux Complex in Cranberry, where you've been watching PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV's PIHL channel, presented by Weight Loss Direct. And we'll see you Monday night for all the marbles. Valeri took a rip at that one. Cross ice, it comes to Valeri. Her slap shot is held by Brunetto, and this time there is no rebound. Valeri, slap shot. That hit something on the way in. That might have been Fabian. Out in front it comes to Fabian. Fabian shoots, save made. Rebound, Fandon! Oh, Hornick had a golden chance there to even the game for Valeri. Slap shot. That hit something on the way in. That might have been Fabian. Out in front it comes to Fabian. Fabian shoots, save made. Rebound, Fandon! Oh, Hornick had a golden chance there to even the game for up in that right wing circle, but Team West keeps it inside the offensive zone. Bouncing puck in front. Schultenbrand tied up. Penalty coming up. PIHL, nobody wants it. Here's McKenzie with a path to goal. McKenzie knocked down from behind. Penalty coming up as Judge makes the save, and the rebound somehow goes wide. Now, will it be a penalty or a long approach to this puck? McKenzie to the goal. McKenzie scores! Give the governor a rub! Long approach to this puck. McKenzie to the goal. McKenzie scores! Give the governor a rub! Taken out of the play by Valeri. And a play right out in front and a scrap breaking out as Pluck knocks down one of the Team West players. And play continues.
I'm going to take away just how much fun I had and just the lessons I learned from my coaches. My coaches had a lot of good quotes. I'm going to take away just how much fun I had and just the lessons I learned from my coaches. My coaches had a lot of good quotes.
Keeps it alive at center point, but not for long. Oh, good hustle play there by Jenko to put it into Brunetto's glove and force the offensive zone faceoff. A place where you fit, and you seem really cool with that.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like at any level of hockey, as long as you feel like you're like at home.
At this point, Fabian controls the opening third period faceoff, and she draws a penalty. Roughing the indication just 17 seconds in. Lead pass now to King. King to Fabian. Fabian for Jenko. Jenko knocked down. Another penalty coming up. Team East is going to be shorthanded by 2 players. Circle it comes. And on goal, Brunetto makes a save. The rebound still loose. Brunetto trying to cover. It's still not covered. Is it in? No, it's not. It's underneath the arm print of Taco Brunetto. Circle it comes. And on goal, Brunetto makes a save. The rebound still loose. Brunetto trying to cover. It's still not covered. Is it in? No, it's not. It's underneath the arm print of Taco Brunetto. Back check to get a piece of that centering feed from Jenko. Jenko gets it back now on front. Relia shooting. Oh, it is Taco Thursday here in Cranberry Township. The back check to get a piece of that centering feed from Jenko. Jenko gets it back now on front. Relia shooting. Oh, it is Taco Thursday here in Cranberry Township. It's out in front. Schultenbrand couldn't get a clean stick on it. Otherwise, she would have had an open net to shoot at. Valeri through a crowd. Brunetto the save. Brunetto has the rebound. What else is new? Is McKenzie. McKenzie out in front. Nobody home. Webb with a good play to keep it onside. Or did she? No, says this USA Hockey crew. More defensive-oriented game here tonight. A lot of hockey played between the blue lines as Schultenbrand puts it off her pads at the side of the net. Split second there, might have hit the target, but it was not to be. Maddie Relia feeding Fabian down low. Fabian out in front. One-timer. Score! But it was not to be. Maddie Relia feeding Fabian down low. Fabian out in front. One-timer. Score! But it was not to be. Maddie Relia feeding Fabian down low. Fabian out in front. One-timer. Score! Offensively, she's worked over. And it's stolen by Jenko. Team West with numbers. Jenko, snapshot. Brunetto got a piece of it as she had King breaking to the net all alone. Maddie Relia takes it over, and here comes Hornick just on the ice now for Team West. Centering pass, Maddie Relia shooting, blocker save again, Brunetto. Jenko makes her move. Jenko down low. It's loose, played on Brunetto. Brunetto covers out in front of the crease. 69 ticks to talk. Lillian Relia has time and space. She fires. Score! Hell yeah! It's real! Lillian Relia has time and space. She fires. Score! Hell yeah! It's real! Maddie has it for Fabian. Fabian backhander. Turnaround shot. King shoots. Save Brunetto! And there is no rebound. Maddie has it for Fabian. Fabian backhander. Turnaround shot. King shoots. Save Brunetto! And there is no rebound.
You know, bad blood maybe if in a little bit, but still a lot going on.
Abby Taylor tees it up over the crossbar and beyond the stick hand of Taco Brunetto. Picked off by Webb. Webb off a body. It comes right to Daniel. Daniel down low. McKenzie on the doorstep, denied by Judge. It comes out in front. It's still loose. Poked at. Judge got in a position just in the nick of time. Team West still unable to clear. Daniel's shot. Aaron Judge with the left hand. Off that puck, double teamed even. Pass down low comes to Fabian. Fabian dropping to the point. That shot blocked. Jenko winds and fires and missed the net. Center, red line for McKenzie. McKenzie 1 against 2. McKenzie makes her move. McKenzie to the goal. Save Aaron Judge. The rebound is whiffed on. Goal. Center, red line for McKenzie. McKenzie 1 against 2. McKenzie makes her move. McKenzie to the goal. Save Aaron Judge. The rebound is whiffed on. Goal. Porter trying to knock Maddie Relia off balance as it comes now to Team West. Snapshot. Brunetto the save, and the rebound comes out the other side to Schultenbrand. Cross ice for Jenko. Jenko shooting. Save Brunetto. It's on top of the net. It's just sitting there. Now it's on the side of the net and steered away by Team East. That net by Lillian Relia. Atchison unable to keep it onside. West has to tag up, and they do. Fabian offside. Better late than never that Corinne Brunetto, after all, is actually human. They believe. And there's a one-timer, speak of the devil, by Schultenbrand. And Brunetto makes a brilliant save right on Brunetto. We've seen Valeri score from there, too.
Oh.
Jenko has it now for West. Jenko on the backhand. Jenko blocked away by Brunetto, and the rebound is cleared. Comes up to McKenzie. McKenzie unable to get around Relia. McKenzie now offside. With 7.5 left.
She picked her foot up.
Backhand pass cut off. Atchison backing up the play. Deflected down low for Fabian. Jenko shoots.
Big
Save.
save.
Brunetto. And she has the rebound. Backhand pass cut off. Atchison backing up the play. Deflected down low for Fabian. Jenko shoots.
Big
Save.
save.
Brunetto. And she has the rebound. Our defenders. Turnaround try by Fabian. Down low it comes. Relia on the backhand. Jenko shooting. Scoring! Our defenders. Turnaround try by Fabian. Down low it comes. Relia on the backhand. Jenko shooting. Scoring! Championship game, says Team West. 3 unanswered goals, including the winner in sudden victory overtime with 6:30.